think I gotta worship you? Fucking John Wick? Fucking John Wick? Don't you know the Baba Yaga?
Baba Yaga, no.
I don't know. That's like from the John Wick movies.
Baba Yaga. Oh, Baba Yaga.
It's the Russian guy with the grill.
So being a spiritual atheist. A spiritual atheist is nothing about just seeking meaningful without believing in a God or religion.
What?
A spiritual atheist is just seeks meaning without believing in a God or a religion.
Yeah, spiritual atheism is essentially Zen Buddhism. I mean, you didn't come up with something original. Like, what do you think the Japanese do? You think the Japanese sit there and pray to Jesus all day long? No.
Who said I pray?
And nobody said you pray.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, I mean, I challenge you to say something intelligent.
You have to give me something intelligent.
No, I don't need to prompt you. I just challenge, just give me an axiom.
You have to give me something a person can.
Give me an axiom, an aphorism. Give me a truth that you know in your heart of hearts. I challenge you. I bet you can't.
Why can't you give me some?
Because I'm asking you a question. You came in here asking questions.
So loud, brother.
Because you're annoying me.
No, I'm annoying you. Relax, that.
I charge by the minute.
You charge by the minute? What does that mean?
That means that this is a consultation. Nothing is free.
So how much I gotta pay?
$1 a minute. It's $60 an hour over here. We gotta feed the baby. I'm just trying to feed my baby.
Oh, you got kids?
Yeah.
How many kids you got?
I got one child.
I thought you last time you told me you was gay.
Really? Okay, when was the last time you read a book?
The last time I read a book was probably last week.
Oh shit, we got the King of Israel coming up in here. What up, David? Shavua Tov, how you doing?
Hello. So I would tell you is, I'll give you one if you don't mind. And I would say that telling you the truth is the concept that time is not absolute, but rather related as demonstrated by Einstein's theory of relativity. How would you challenge that idea?
Go ahead and say it one more time.
I said that intelligent truth is the concept of time, not absolute, but rather related as demonstrated by Einstein's theory of relativity. So how would you challenge that idea?
I mean, you're still just like rambling. Can you concise it into one complete sentence? Try to use a conjunctive adverb or something. I don't know. David, what's going on? We're talking to Benji B, a spiritual atheist over here, a non-believer.
Okay.
David, what do you know about Kabbalah?
Yeah, I was saying this. I'm sorry. I said time is relative, not absolute, as shown by Einstein's theory of relativity.
Time is relative? The fuck does that mean? You mean relative?
Yeah, relative.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, time is relative. What are you talking about?
I got a couple Clown House rooms going. I got 4 Clubhouse accounts, so I'm live on all of them. Benji is in my Bees and Flowers room. But I'm about... I don't know. Benji, do you want to find the Kabbalah and Thelema room? I'm about to read from a book, so, you know, time is limited. Oh, and we got Alan Watts here. Alan, you should find my Alan room with Alan Watts. Okay, Benji, now that you know the difference between relative and relative, I mean, go ahead and ask your question again.
I said, I said, how would you challenge that theory?
Ask the question in one succinct sentence, not a run-on mumbling sentence. Just make it short and sweet. Less is more here. Do you understand the point?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Ask your question.
Do you think the concept of free will exists, or everything is predetermined by external factors?
Well, I've heard this question asked before, and the person who answered it wisely said it depends on what you mean. So, back to your favorite term, relative or relative, essentially, like what you said about Einstein is the truth. It's all relative. So, it is really based on perspective. there's no absolutes. There are absolutes, but not many.
Fair enough. When I say free will, I mean the ability to make choices independent of an external influence of predestination. So do you believe we can have that kind of anomaly?
Do I believe that we can have that kind of anomaly? You could say that, enlightenment is really just the understanding of joy and bliss and life. So I do feel that enlightenment is like a tool or a technique to essentially stop wasting your time, to essentially get to the center of the matter, and then it's you don't know where you're going to end up. You can't reverse engineer a non-existent future. So the future is always created now, and the past is always created now. So it's really just a mnemonic or a mimetic or metaphysical tool to basically optimize your current situation. Because the human race exchanges words and barters words and trades words and gives words. I mean, everything is based on words. So
true. That's an interesting perspective. So if the future is always created in the present, how do you reconcile the idea of personal growth and change over time? Do you think we're constantly evolving, or is everything already set in motion by the present moment?
Everything is now. So all is now. The now is all important. And so character development can only happen now. You may say there's a progression, but really, if you've suffered personal loss in your life, it's primarily because you essentially rejected the now and instead chose some type of abstract concept or thought, as opposed to like being in the now. Because if you're technically in the now all the time and you've always been in the now, you never would have made any like significant foibles, and you would still be in the now, but you would have made better decisions then, I would say, is how I would look at it. You would, in like an after action ready review, you would say to yourself, yeah, I wasn't in the now then. I didn't embrace the moment. But this is all on the journey to, maybe more omniscient knowledge about the fact that, you are you, me or you, you or me, meaning that like we probably are all operating off of the same operating system. So therefore, there really is no distinction or discrimination or diversity. Everything is running on the same now.
Right, while the now is constant, I don't think it automatically means we're improving. Someone stuck in depression may be in a now, but still feel stagnant. Progress requires more than just existing in the present.
I know, but when you're in the now, you start taking action decisively because it's just boring to do nothing. So that's why I say it's technically a mnemonic, mimetic, or metaphysical tool for planning and taking action. The word God means go do, go forwards, do backwards. And if you reverse engineer or play the contrarian or the contradiction, it is a mnemonic, mimetic, metaphysical tool to come to a better solution of the situation now. It's all just wordplay, really.
drives action to avoid boredom, does that mean inaction is a form of being disconnected from the present? And how does the idea of God being tied to go fit into that?
What's the question? It's too much in the question, because I'm not paying attention. What is the question again?
I said if the now drives action to avoid boredom, does that mean inaction is a form of being disconnected from the present? And
Yeah.
how does the idea of God being tied to go fit into that?
Yeah, I mean, that's not so much as a question as it is an accurate assessment or statement. I mean, you just basically summed it up, It's the way I would look at it. God is a universal term, which means everything. The Yiddish expression is all is God.
No, what I was asking is do you think inaction is a sign of being disconnected from the present, or is it part of the process of being in the now?
Your action is optimized in the now. If you truly are in the now, you would be responsible. That is essentially what the now is. It's self-responsibility. So what a lot of people on Clubhouse have to ask themselves is being on this app responsible? And then if you go deeper into that, it is, am I responsible on this app? And if you go deeper into that, it's not just what you think and say, it's about what you're listening to. That is also self-responsibility.
I'm trying to say, if being in the now always leads to action, does that mean people who struggle with inaction are somehow falling into self-responsibility, even if they're doing their best to be in the present?
If you're in the now, you are self-aware or aware of self. So it doesn't necessarily imply action. It implies self-reflective or self-contemplative action, based off of that self-reflection. Meaning that, your primary prioritization is essentially self-care. And so, that's why I say this app is a toxic echo chamber of self masochism, or self pain, causing pain to oneself because they're unaware of the one, or what you could call the all. There's just a lot of atheists on this app. And then the problem with the theists on this app is that they themselves have their own extreme problems. Like Andrew, for example, who runs, that supposed Christian chat room where he plays Maury Povich. That is a serious, that man does not get the message. Alan Watts says, when you get the message, hang up the phone. And so what that means is that every room is low IQ dumb people talking about nothing. These are all people that have not hung up the phone. I myself have not hung up the phone, but I'm here working. I'm here recording the problem, discussing the problem, trying to essentially reverse engineer people into self-enlightenment. And what I think is great is many people may not be able to admit what I am doing to them because they may already know it, but they can't really express it. That's my theory. Welcome, V. So this is a flower bee room. Be honey, basically. Be sweet. Be balanced. Be still. Chris accurately describes what I'm doing when, he says that I'm a self-actualization comedian or a self-actualization hypnotist. Because I think stand-up comedy and hypnotism are essentially the same thing. You're going up there and doing a 3-minute, 30-minute, 60-minute hypnosis. Ooh, Alan Watts wants to say something. Alan Watts. Alan Watts wants to talk to Alan Watts.
Hello, friend.
Hello. We should create an Alan Watts. I've often thought about creating a meetup group for Alan Watts enthusiasts to meet up and to listen to Alan Watts together. It's okay. Alan, what did you want to say?
That I like the mention of the if you hear the phone hang up, and I find it funny sometimes how these things actualize in a literal way because there are people on this app not hanging up. You know, I just think that there's something beautiful to that.
He's also talking about drug use or alcohol as well, because I think, you know, people use substances to what they call loosen the girders of the soul. And so by that disassociative state, you know, it's not the smartest thing to do. It's not the healthy thing to do. So it's obviously a negative to continually doing it after you get the message, because but I guess if you're still doing it, either you got the message or you really didn't get the message. But I don't know. That's the challenge, is it's a double-edged sword. So, you know, it's interesting because I think you can have the enlightened state of mind being totally sober, but there's other ways to induce maybe the feeling or the presence, but you don't necessarily need, you know, cannabis or alcohol. I think, you know, a hot yoga class and can induce the same type of brain, you know, experiencing chemical creation. Hot yoga can do sex even.
Do you think this experience has been profound for people because they have only been experiencing it through these other means as opposed to some sort of natural way, be it through like a natural high from, like, let's say, like a runner's high, you know what I mean? It sounds like delusion to me.
It's a flow state.
Correct, yeah.
It's flow state. So I've been sober for years and been in flow state and been more productive than I'd ever been in my whole life. Totally sober. But that is mixed. That's mixed with exercise, vigorous exercise. What maybe abstinence, you know, sexual and chemical, also light diet. Anyways, the point is, you know, you can hack your brain or you can hack reality many ways. But to just, you know, do drugs and watch Netflix is a waste of your life. Like, you are the epitome of stupid. That's, maybe it's cool. I don't know, for a brief time. But the problem is, without reading books, you're really not doing any information exchange. Videos and symbols in Lord of the Rings is not going to actually help you understand it. Huh?
I was gonna say, is hacking your brain a matter of reshaping perception, or does it apply? You can truly alter the fundamental nature of reality.
Large language models or an expansive vocabulary will change your reality. Whether it's real or not, I don't know. But the fact is that since you know more words, you can have more thoughts and be more expressive or have communication with other people in a way that you were incapable of doing before.
That sounds gay.
Yeah, this is all gay. Because gay is not what you think it is, faggot. Gay means happy, faggot. Did you know what gay really means, faggot? Sorry, faggot.
English.
What did you say,
Why
faggot?
shouting?
Because I'm trying to prove to you that you're a faggot.
I am.
You're not a bundle of sticks. I'm roasting you. I'm gonna create a fire.
That's
Gay.
I think. You're hurting my feelings.
No, I like to competitively reframe the word gay now, because since we have removed, you know, all DEI and LGBTQ bullshit in all agencies of our government, I'm also calling for the removal of the word gay as being owned by faggots. I think we have to call homosexuals and stop calling them gay.
Did you know?
They took the word happy from us, is what I'm saying.
Oh my God, let me say something too. I said, did you know that fascism and paganism is on the rise worldwide?
Did you say fashion or fascism?
Ism.
Well, I was going to say, if you said fashion, that sounded gay. Is fascism gay?
You're giving me very Alex Jones vibes.
Well, I got fired from Google for looking up Alex Jones while at work. It's funny you say that. That's not a joke. It's absolute truth. I swear to God. Best job I ever had. It was unbelievable.
7 things out of 10 things you say is probably true, even though he sounds a bit crazy, I guess.
Well, I just smoked a little bit of weed and had a beer mosa. I mean, I'm not like, in a straitjacket screaming out, I am the true descendant of Ishmael.
It's crazy, but it doesn't mean that he's chatting shit.
Okay, I will challenge you then. Tell us something true or profound.
What's it called? He camped out for 12 days. Where I don't know the exact name, but where they do the Masonic owl worship thingy with the sacrifices.
Yeah.
He's the guy actually that brought that out and started the conspiracy.
That's the true or profound thing you wanted to tell us?
No.
Something true, I'll say, is reality is subjective, shaped by perception, but truth remains constant regardless of how we choose to interpret it.
Wait, truth? Can you explain truth again, please?
We said to say something true.
No, Benji just told us something about truth. Can you tell us again about truth?
Oh yeah, truth remains constant regardless of how we choose to interpret it.
Cool. Alan, what do you think?
One more time, sorry?
Are you a flower or a bee, Alan?
I think you're very lonely outside, man.
Are you projecting, V?
If you wish, we're not.
So, Alan, are you... V, hold on, V. Don't interrupt. Alan is answering a question, V. Mute up. Mute up. Be respectful, V. Alan, are you a bee or a flower?
IB.
IB?
IB.
So, bee honey, be a flower. Benji, are you a bee or are you a flower?
A bee.
Be gay. That's what I say. Be gay. Be gay. I say
Can I ask you a question?
I say be gay.
See, I want to challenge you. I want to ask you a question.
Okay, ask your question so you can get the truth. Go ahead.
You gonna tell me the truth?
Of course I'll tell you the truth. Go ahead. What's your truthful question?
If reality is shaped by perception, can we ever truly know objective truth?
I don't even want to repeat back your fucking question. Why don't you just compress it and make it shorter?
I just said I'm gonna slow it down. If reality is shaped by perception, can we ever truly know objective truth?
See, your problem is you're asking a question with the word if in the beginning. So why don't you remove the word if from your question and recite it again? Go ahead.
Reality is shaped by perception, B. Can we ever truly know objective truth?
So your question is, can we ever truly know objective truth? Why don't you just ask the question instead of, pointing out an obvious statement in the beginning? See, that's compression. Less is more. So go ahead, ask your question again.
Are you going to answer this time?
Ask the question. I don't need the filler in the front. We removed it. Go ahead, say it again.
Can we ever truly know objective truth?
Objective truth. Let me Google that for you. Thank you very little. We'll call you. Don't call us. Be a flower. Be gay. Be honey. Be sweet. Be gay.
I lose my brain cells to a crazy.
I don't know. I'm just trying to answer your question about objective truth. Be gay. What can I say? Be a flower. Be honey. Be gay. What do you think about that, V? How do you feel right now? Do you feel gay? Or do you feel like a flower? Thank you very little. We'll call you. Don't call us. If I'm insane and you're letting me technically speak for you, you know, again, it's kind of one of those things where if you get the message, hang up the phone. There's nothing to see here. There's nothing for sale. There's nothing to teach here. Not in my garden. Just be gay. That's what you've been told for quite a while now. It's okay to be gay. Be a flower. Be gay. That's what I say.
When I speak to you, when I listen to you speak, I just have a question. Like I question myself if we can ever truly understand the nature of reality.
See,
why would that be? Sorry.
Because he's projecting onto me. He's basically saying, why won't you comply with the way that I want you to be? Because he's demanding essentially that I frame myself through his questioning. And it's, you know.
That's why I kind of didn't like the question, because when he said how did he phrase it? If reality is perception, what did you say, Benji?
He said if reality is relative to perspective.
Why did I make a statement and then ask the question? He said, why did I make a statement that's obvious and then ask the question? I agreed and then I just asked him the question.
No, sorry, let me back this up. What I'm saying is, what was your question? If reality is perception, what did you ask earlier?
Oh, you're saying, what is the question I asked earlier? I said, can we ever truly know?
You trying to get it?
No. And the first part you had was if reality is perception, right? What was that?
Perception.
Gotcha. So then you're operating on the basis that it's only perception that shapes your reality. So you've already just defeated it by assuming that that's the only measure with which you use.
So this is
two. Why are you making it seem like I was coming with an argument? All I did was ask you a question.
Because that question implies where you're coming from.
Okay.
So if that's where you're coming from, that is what you see. So if what you see starts with perception, you're already mixing with the problem, okay?
So you're saying I'm mixing myself up in the problem.
Right.
Can you elaborate?
You are your words. There's no other way to look at it.
Did you answer it? Like, I want to know, did you answer the question or you just tell me I just defeated my own question?
Just have a little time to put through what I just said.
I'm asking you a question now. You can't answer it. Or you just only answer to questions. You only respond when you want to speak. Brother Allen. Yeah, so basically Alan is saying is I just want to know, like, isn't it possible that even though our perception shapes reality, objective truth still exists outside our understanding and independent of what we perceive?
Sure.
There you go again, asking those long, complicated, multiplicated word sentences which basically mean nothing when you can just reduce it to like 3 words or maybe a word or 2.
So I'm going to ask y'all again. I'm bored, so I don't even mind picking on y'all. Is truth subjective or does it exist beyond our perception? I shorted it down for you since I know you guys wanted to shorten.
on, B. You told me to come in here and speak, and you got Brother Allen deflecting. And you deflecting coming out room to troll all day, so come on, man. I know that intellect is not there with y'all right now.
I mean, you do realize that truth is beyond words and language. That's what, Alan Watts is talking about. I mean, have you ever listened to Alan Watts talk about the Tao Te Ching or Taoism or Buddhism or Hinduism or Christianity or Islamism? Your questions are just, they're great questions, but I mean, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Go to Google and just fucking Google your shit. Like, I'm just a fucking bee in a motherfucking garden here about to blaze this herb. Fucking, there's a hair in my bowl. The fuck? Yeah. Do you get it, Benji? Does that make sense now? Somebody speaking? I don't know. Maybe we're not here. Who knows?
I was opponent to Allen because he said sense to silence, but that just got self-defeated. But yes, B.
Damn, you tricked me, dog. Oh, man, you called me out. Man, fuck, dude. Like, I never heard that before. Come on, man. I'm just trying to educate my fellow brother. You fucking disrespecting me. Disrespecting that green bean of authority. You the one in my motherfucking garden. You ain't an ant. You ain't a squirrel. You ain't even a motherfucking pigeon. John Wick up in this shit. Boom! I just stung your ass, John Wick. What you gonna do about it now? Put my sting in your ass. How does it feel, Benji? Coming in my room all the time, trolling me, disrespecting my authority, my education and intelligence. Disrespectful motherfucker.
And you or Allen seek intelligence.
What? Do you seek intelligence? I'm about to read a book, motherfucker. I'm just getting warmed up over here. I'm about to read what's called a book. Maybe you heard of it. It's called a book. What's the book called? It's called The Book. The book? Who wrote the book? Is it a book about the book? Which book? A book.
How many teachers you had in your classroom? How many teachers you had in your classroom?
How many teachers I got up in my classroom?
How many teachers you had in your classroom when you was in school?
How many teachers did I have in my classroom?
Yeah.
I mean,
3.
no, it was in my school. It was all in college. Undergrad was just one professor. We didn't have,
Not college. I'm talking about like before that, like high school, middle school.
Yeah, it was always one teacher. What are you talking about? What the fuck kind of college did you go to? Oh, you probably went to that special education where they had the security guy in the
That's what
corner.
I'm trying to figure out about you. I'm thinking it was special ed, the way you speak.
Really?
The way you act sometimes, too. So I know you're over like 25 and you're acting like a child, so it's kind of pathetic.
I don't know. Do you feel gaslit, Benji? That's the point. How do you feel right now? That's the question.
Allen had to run away because it's pathetic.
No, man, he's laughing, dog. That's why he went back to the audience, because he wants to be respectful and some shit.
This guy my PTR a little bit, if that is that, so he should laugh. But speaking of you, it's absolutely pathetic. It's sad.
You feel sad? You projecting sadness on me?
Why would I project?
I don't know. You project when you talk. You project.
No, what? So explain it. What did I project on?
You said I was sad.
No, I said it's sad speaking to you.
I don't know. Why don't you just shut the fuck up and tell us the truth of the earth, Benji? Go ahead, tell us the truth of the earth. I'm a bee in my garden. I'm listening. What you got to say, Dr. Benji? Go ahead now. We'll listen. I'll mute up. Go ahead.
This is what you do. How you don't like it when you come in here and troll all day with different, like 1,000 accounts. You got probably like over 2,000 accounts on here. And you just said you was on 4 phones in 4 different rooms. It's like, it's like you're a master troll. Like you're like it's kind of it's ridiculous. Like how old are you, bro?
Ridiculous? Man, motherfucker, I'm a grown ass man.
And you change your voice every fucking 5 minutes. It's like what the fuck?
You mean you never been put in a situation where you realize that you the joke?
What you got, split personalities or something, bro? It's something wrong with you.
Stop projecting your own problems onto me, Benji.
You about to switch soon. You about to talk like this and then talk regular and then go back to this. It's like an off and on switch with you.
No, I can control my voice any way I want. I mean, this is my show. I'm filming myself on 10 different YouTubes. Like, this is what, causes the dopamine in my audience, so they keep coming back to enjoy my roast. But I am about to read a book here in a minute. Maybe you've heard of this thing that starts with a B and ends with a K. It spells book.
Do your thing. I'm on mute listening. Are you about to read it out loud?
Yeah, I'd be kind of a rude, bumblebee host if I wasn't going to share with you the, high value information transmission. Otherwise, we'd be like every other room that you go into. You guys just are creating word salads. Okay, this is Liber Aleph Val CXI, the Book of Wisdom or Folly by Aleister Crowley. Okay, this is in praise of the law of Thelema. Los legis Thelema. This property of thy mind, my son, is verily of sublime virtue. For the vulgar are befogged, and the judgment made null by their emotional reaction. They are swayed by the eloquence of a numbskull, or overpowered by a name or an office, or the magic of a tailor. Else it may be they, being made fools, too often reject without reflection, even as at first they accepted. Again, they are wont to believe the best or the worst, as hope or fear predominateth in them at the moment. Thus they lose touch of the blade of reality, and it pierceth them. Then they in delirium of their wounds increase delusion, fortifying themselves in belief of those fantasies created by their emotions or impressed upon their stillness, so that their minds have no unity or stability or discrimination, but become hotchpot and the order of Choronzon. O my son, against this law of Thelema is a sure fortress. For through the quest of thy true will, the mind is balanced about it, and confirmeth its flight, as the feathers upon an arrow, so that thou hast a touchstone of truth, experience holding thee to reality and to proportion. Now therefore see from yet another out of heaven the absolute virtue of our law. Okay, this is called the Sphinx of the Egyptians, De Sphinge Egyptiorum. It is now expedient that I instruct thee concerning the 4 powers of the Sphinx. The strangler, and firstly, that this most arcane of the mysteries of antiquity was never at any period the tool of the slave gods, but a witness of Horus through the dark aeon of Osiris, to his light and truth, his force and fire. Thou canst by no means interpret the Sphinx in terms of the formula of the slain god. This did I comprehend even when, as Eliphas Levi Zachid, I walked up and down the earth seeking a reconciliation of these antagonists, which was a task impossible, for in that plane they have antipathy. Even so may no man form a square magical or 4 units, but the light of the new aeon revealeth this Sphinx as the true symbol of this our holy art of magic under the law of Thelema. In her is the equal development and disposition of the forces of nature, each in its balanced strength. Also, her true name is Soul of New, having the digamma for phi, and endeth in upsilon, not in z, so that her orthography is Ephini, looks like infinity, whose numeration is 666. But therein is my riddle of riddles, for the root thereof is SF, which signifieth the incarnation of the Spirit, and of kin are not only the Son, our Father, but Summer, or Sumer, but Sumer, where man knew himself man, and Soma, the divine potion that giveth man enlightenment, and sin, light astral, and sire also by a far traveling, but especially in this root, hidden in sus, that is of so, or sow, swine, because the most holy must needs take its delight under the omphalos of the unclean. But this was hidden by wisdom, in order that the arcanum should not be profaned during the aeon of the slain god. But now it hath been given unto me to understand the heart of her mystery. Wherefore, O my son, by right of the great love that I bear unto thee, I will inform thee thereof. That's called On the Sphinx of the Egyptians. This is called On the Nature of the Sphinx de Natura Ephini, or whatever that mathematical thing is. I can't remember what they call that anymore. I guess it's like a summation. Yeah, summation of Finney, or a summation of F and then I N and then some kind of Y connected to the N. E Finney. I don't know. I assume it's on the nature of the infinity. Oh, it says on the nature of the Sphinx. So maybe that's what Sphinx is. Firstly, this Sphinx is a symbol of the coition of Our Lady Babylon with me, the beast, in its wholeness. For as I am of the lion and the dragon, so is she of the man and the bull in our natures, but the converse thereof in our offices, as thou mayst understand by the study of the book of the vision and the voice. It is thus a glyph of the satisfaction and perfection of the will and of the work. The completion of the true man is the reconciler of the highest with the lowest, so for our convenience conventionally to distinguish them. This then is the adept, who doth will with solid energy as the bull, doth dare with fierce courage as the lion, doth know with swift intelligence as the man, and doth keep silence with soaring subtlety as the eagle or dragon. Moreover, this Sphinx is an eidolon of the law, for the bull is life, the lion is light, the man is liberty, the serpent is love. Now then, this Sphinx, being perfect in true balance, yet taketh the aspect of the feminine principle, that so she may be partner of the pyramid, that is the phallus, pure image of our Father, the Son, the unity creative. The signification of this mystery is that the adept must behold himself, containing all things in true proportion, before he maketh himself bride of the one universe transcendental in its most secret virtue. And now, therefore, O my son, comprehending this mystery by thine intelligence, I will write further unto thee of these four beasts of power. Okay, this is called On the Bull de Toro. Concerning the bull, this is thy will, constant and unwearied, whose letter is Va, which is 6, the number of the sun. He is therefore the force and the substance of thy being, but besides this he is the hierophant in the tarot, as if this were said that the will leadeth thee unto the shrine of light. And in the rites of Mithras the bull is slain and his blood poured upon the initiate, to endow him with that will and that power of work. Also in the land of Hind is the bull sacred to Shiva, that is God among that folk, and is unto them the destroyer of all things, and this God is also the fairest. For the will operateth through love, even as it is written in our law. Yet again, Apis, the bull of Cam, hath Kephra the beetle upon his tongue, which signifieth that it is by this will and by this work that the sun cometh unto dawn from midnight. All these symbols are most similar in their nature, save as the slaves of the slave gods have read their own formula into the simplicity of truth. For there is naught so plain that ignorance and malice may not confuse and misinterpret it, even as the bat is dazzled and bewildered by the light of the sun. See then that thou understand this bull in terms of the law of this our eon of life. Okay, the next one is called On the Lion de Leone. At first, a message from Mark Zuckerberg and Dr. Fauci. They've issued a national apology for the ZAV.
That's that, Tess. And just being aware that trolls are going to troll is like all we have to do, because trolling is never really creative. It only adapts as far as the new technology can, but then its pestering tactics are the same, really.
And I think that's why this platform, within that ability for people to troll in that way, is still kind of a breaking point. Like I do believe that like the show and the way that we bring these conversations to the greater public will need to adapt. It's going to need that, because otherwise we'll get caught up into these types of situations where people are coming in with the pure intent to derail the conversation, to put it into ways that take us outside of what our intentions are, right? And what's the biggest way to disrupt this? Take people away from their true intention, from their true self, from the things that they're trying to do, to just be present. And there was no presence in any of their words. Like, you know, Goddess's words were all pessimistic, negating, gaslighting, and Lucifer's words were all attacking and coming at. And it's like they literally took two different tactics and came from two different approaches, to the point where like we were shocked, and it was so negative that we had to like kick that person down. But then the other person like just flipped the script and like kept with this like weird pessimistic kind of like negating, like, oh well, yeah, of course love, but if you don't have honesty without love, then therefore love does not mean anything. And I know all this because I am in the tantric teaching. Like, oh my God! I mean, I love y'all, but like, if I ever get on a train where I start talking about how the mushrooms are my teacher, and like, and they are like,
We'll knock you off
they
your
are-
pedestal,
they
Jay.
have,
Don't
like,
worry, we
led
got.
my life. Like, Jesus H Christ, guys! Like, I got into mushrooms because my wife got cancer, not because it was some spiritual enlightenment. Like, mushrooms are they're a fact of our ecosystem in our life, and we as humans have a direct relationship with them. This isn't rocket science to me, but it's put into this context that like takes it like this is gonna solve your issues, and that is not the case.
I think my GIF is exactly what happened in that moment, basically. If anyone's seen Lord of the Rings and remembers that scene. So yeah, we'll send you to the West, Maiko, if you ever do.
Perfect.
Although I must absolutely say, when we were talking about mitochondria, and you're like, but wait, there's a mushroom for that. I love you, James.
Oh yeah, that's my new interjection, because like in the mycology sphere, it's so broad, right? Like psilocybin containing mushrooms is such a teeny little part of the mushroom ecosphere. And it just happens to be the content piece, the piece that has the most bang for your buck on a media bite, right? But even in our discussion today, when we were talking about Andrew Huberman and us as professionals and subject matter experts in the space, where we were like, oh, like he did this wrong, and it upsets us because what it does is it misinforms, right? And so if you're a high level media source, or you have 50,000 or 100,000 followership, like you have a responsibility to share information that is legitimate. And that's the piece that even Goddess and Lucifer were both so upset over. They were both so upset over the fact that like truth and experience have all of a sudden convoluted to a point where like truth and facts are so different from each other, to the point where an individual's truth and what the facts are, the scientific facts, the facts of nature, the facts of life, whatever it is you get to take the bad, and then guess what you have? You have the facts of life. The facts of life.
Yeah, but James, about psilocybin, let's be fair that it's also a powerful anti-inflammatory. And now that we're learning that anti-inflammatories help lots of neuropsychiatric diseases, I mean, it, like LSD, do at least two really good things. And I think they do a third thing, is that they really do bring you back to homeostasis or equilibrium, both in the body and in the brain. And in the brain, my thought is, you know how you kind of sometimes have to tap something like a TV or something else to get it to work very gently? I think that's what's happening essentially when we're taking these compounds, and that we're just it kind of shakes things up so we can get back into a slightly better configuration, and some of the garbage moves out. And so I think both psilocybin and LSD, as it so happens, have profound mental, emotional, spiritual effects, as well as the anti-inflammatory effects, as well as the neuroplasticity and bringing us back to equilibrium. So it is a pretty special molecule.
100%. I think when more science goes into it, it's going to be so fascinating, because I agree with you 100%.
Presentation
right?
and
One of
satisfaction,
my bigger
aka
life experiences
intelligence and
within
understanding.
mushrooms, psilocybin, and just where I've personally grown. When I broke both my legs back in 2018 as I was opening the shop, I worked with mushrooms a lot. I worked with CBD and THC, but really high levels, the real elixirs, and turmeric and still weed. I did a lot of like internal thing, because in my mind and in my heart, like there was this inflammatory response that was occurring in my legs as my body was healing from my accident. And that anti-inflammation was the thing that healed me. And I didn't consume psilocybin, but let me tell you this. One of the things that I anecdotally noticed about psilocybin over many years is that if I go work out and I take psilocybin before or post the
I'm doing air quotes, the soreness that occurs post-workout is less, like substantially. Like I didn't even work out. And that to me is a really big tell sign of the fact that there are so many different things that are occurring when this compound is introduced into our system that are still yet to be discussed and or even understood how we should assess it. So I'm excited, Jordan. Your book is going to be one of the big catalysts.
That's why, James, we call out as one of chapter 4. I should know this by now. One of the 6 special things that everybody should really think about is chronic pain. And microdosing really seems to help chronic pain of different types, and that's big news. In addition to depression and ADHD and tapering off of pharmaceuticals, I mean, there's a lot going out here.
Do you think that's Jordan? Do you think that's specific to psilocybin, or is it just a general adaptogenic mushroom, depending on the varietal effect?
I don't think it's specific to psilocybin because we're getting the same rough range of responses with LSD, so there's no mushroom involved with that.
And don't put down ketamine. So, I mean, as y'all know, I've been on ketamine therapy for a while now. And I find during my breaks from the ketamine therapy that my inflammation, my pain levels are so much lower than they ever were. But taking those breaks to realize it is important. And I was just kind of humoring in your analogy there of the TV, Jordan, because I don't ever recall lightly tapping my TV to get it work. I remember taking my fist and smacking it on the top of it, and then it would work.
Maybe wrapping some tin foil around it to make sure.
Yeah,
something like that.
We put the tinfoil on our heads, and that's what works. Just for FYI, I've had a lot of injuries, and I've been in chronic, severe, debilitating pain for like over a decade, almost constant, and not constant for maybe 20 years. And then about a decade ago, I started just taking a combo supplement that has moramyl peptides and the calcium D-glucarate, and I haven't had any chronic pain, any severe pain lasting more than a couple of days.
Lawbreakers.
In about a decade, just by taking a supplement. The calcium D-glucarate works on your phase 3 detoxification pathway, where your enterohepatic recirculation. You can also do that with probiotics and having healthy gut, where you don't recirculate your inflammagens, and you just poop them out, and the moramyl peptides help modulate your T helper 1 and 2 helper 2 cells. So just as an FYI, that there are other approaches that are really effective, and not necessarily like a mushroom thing.
Hey, Dr. Daniels, you are by definition a cardiologist, correct?
I've been an electrophysiologist and a cardiologist for over 4 decades. Yes, sir.
So in your practice, do you accept Medi-Cal state-provided funding?
I have 3 different practices I'm working in, and soon to be a
I was just messing with you. Don't take it personally, okay?
King, do you have an H-1B visa, King?
Yes, I sponsor him.
No, I give out H-1B visas.
Focus yourself on Ryan, please. I don't want you.
Abby, relax. I'm done.
No, I literally do not because I have a boyfriend.
Abby, calmate. I don't want you.
I have.
How about the niggers here? Fucking niggers.
Alan, my friend, I already gave you.
Alan's a fucking nigger.
Alan, I gave you the conclusion of your story. I hope
Yeah, I mean, it was such a length. You wrote an essay in my room, King. That I didn't even spend the time reading it.
It was not an essay. It was from my mentor.
And did you see the picture that I sent to you?
No, I didn't see anything.
Can
I
you
don't
check
know.
it? It's funny. Please check it.
Well, how do I view a picture here?
Oh my God! Go to your messages that I sent to you, to your message here on Clubhouse, and it's I sent you a message.
What a waste of time.
No, it's funny.
That's what I said. Abby's such an easy. Sorry, I could have made so many jokes right there.
Diego, nice a lot last week. Teeth brushing could use some attention. Just wetting the brush.
Is this Santa Claus?
That's not my picture. Sorry, that's not a picture of me. That's a picture of Nora.
Wait a minute. Who will make it to Diego's? Oh my gosh. Wait, why is that a black guy in the second one?
Oh my God, Somali trouble.
That black guy, he comes and goes.
Listen, this is how stupid Clubhouse. I listened to people argue for 10 minutes whether or not Nora was wearing shoes and high heels or was barefoot. I was like, are people this retarded? I know, but I mean, people were arguing about it, and I was like, this is just unbelievable. Are people blind? Like, what the fuck?
You can make anyone argue about anything. So fine.
Yeah, it's almost like all communication is hypnosis. Watch, I'm going to present a new subject, and everyone will start talking about it.
No, you can't say it and then do it. Like, it's too
I'm
hard.
gonna go from Clubhouse to Hinge.
That's how I've been fucking with everyone on here.
Go fuck with Ann Kapar with her big ass fucking head.
Alright, I'll go fuck. Actually, you know what? That's a good idea. I'm gonna do that right now.
Go find that beluga fucking.
Bluehost is made for commerce. Boost your e-commerce business with Bluehost and WordPress. Take your
Quitting network marketing is one of the best things I've ever done. I spent 6 years stalking gas stations and malls, ruining.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, thank you for that snap.
Hey, Abby, I want to thank you so much for putting together all these awesome rooms over the years. It's been so enlightening and joyful. I feel like this is my prep.
John Kitover, fuck me.
This is like my prep.
John, fuck me, Kitover, fuck me, John.
This is how I've been prepping.
Fuck me, Kitover, please. Oh yes, John Kitover, fuck me.
Stop.
Listen, I'm becoming a Muslim Brotherhood member, so if we ever meet, I can chuck you off our roof.
Bitch, you could chuck my asshole up your mouth.
If you can afford to come up to the 79th floor, then you're more than welcome.
Well, good luck with that, John, because I'm a fat bitch like Abby, so.
I'm not talking about you. I was talking about the peon that was just speaking.
I just want to also congratulate Abby on accurately assessing Nora's ugliness and disgustingness, because that's what catfishes do. They use fake pictures. And as a man who has gone out on many dates with many women who have catfished me, I always laugh at myself when I go out on the date because I forgot that catfishes are real.
I never heard a man talk about how many dates he went on to explain certain states.
Stupid fucking variances.
Right.
He's mine. Leave him alone. It's fucking stupid.
Who's speaking right now?
You know, what's interesting about being an American is I don't support homosexuals, but I will ally with them for short-term geopolitical strategic reasons, but I will ultimately abandon you in the end. And then when you have been fully abandoned...
We know that you support alcoholism, so your point is moot.
No, he doesn't.
Why do you
I don't know, let him speak for himself.
Why do you think I support alcoholism? What are you talking about? I drink every day.
I've never seen you drunk.
Oh, I don't get drunk. I mean, I just drink, a beer with an orange juice on the rocks with some cinnamon. I call it a beer mosa.
That's fucking nasty.
What do you mean it's nasty? It's amazing.
With cinnamon too?
Yeah, cinnamon. Is it a spice or is it a sugar? I don't know. But anyways, King, you're new to the crew, so I just want to let you know that you're in for a rough ride. There's a lot of F words and N words in here.
Oh, I like rough rides. Oh, fuck yeah.
I didn't mean faggot, I meant fat.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Come over here and eat my asshole, that nigga.
You'd have to ask Ryan.
Ryan has AIDS, bitch.
No, I don't.
He's got a witch's middle finger. Which one is Ryan, which one is it? Your left hand of weakness or your right hand of weakness?
Ryan's too busy fucking Zach.
My right hand, but I'm left-handed, so I don't know.
You hear that voice? He sounds like a faggot with dying from AIDS.
Edith, love the new PTR. I know what you're going for there. It's brilliant. Well done. He's going.
I think Judy. Everyone thinks it's Judy.
Yeah, I bet everybody thinks you're Judy. Judy is fucking hilarious.
I don't know, Abby. What do you think about that?
If you wanna talk like Joe B, you just gotta put your lips over your teeth while you're talking because you don't have teeth anymore in your mouth. My father worked for the NFA, and now I am trying to reform Parent-Teacher Association so children can get a good education.
All right, Doc.
This is for H-1B visa only holders. Are you an H-1B visa American? Change it to Nora Live Clown House 3 p.m. free from jail. Mod me, Abby. Mod me.
Let's not deport big booty Latinos.
When Alan says this one's for
I love a big booty Latino.
Ryan doesn't have a butt. He's white.
Imagine going to a concert, Alan, and your band's like, this
Yeah, you got a big ass one.
I don't know what that is.
Can you show us your real picture? Because that's not you.
Hey, let's go with the,
Ryan, did you do that?
you have me going, brother.
I'm
just saying, I was about to give you a pass because I said I wanted mine. Okay, I gave you a pass.
What's up?
You have me going.
What's Eric Daniel Molester?
Hey, what group was that, Claw?
Where's Nora?
You said that you wouldn't hold it, God, you'll hold it.
Eric Daniel Molester.
That was the best quote of the year.
Where's Eric Daniel Molester, David?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay, where's Paul Molester, his dad? Paul Molester.
Again,
Okay, everybody, welcome to Nora Free from Jail live on Clubhouse Diego Love. Nora has been released, and we sent her a burner phone at the Motel 8 in Brooklyn that we set her up with. We've gotten her an immigration attorney because they're planning on deporting her. And Diego kicked in $1,000 for the legal defense fund. He really must have had a lot of Bitcoin. So we're very excited. Nora is coming back to Clubhouse just in a couple minutes, and we're all looking forward to experiencing the new Nora Bandura show.
Shut the fuck up, David. I'm gonna fucking molest you like fucking Nora. Brown shit. You look like a fucking brown piece of shit, David.
Okay, moderators, this is...
That picture is David, by the way.
David, you're fucking ugly. You're a fucking stick of shit.
Yeah, you look like an alcoholic, David. You got an alcoholic body.
And you have no hair, bitch. You have so much money. Why don't you fucking go tricky?
You're a young man, David. You really let yourself go.
Bitch, he's not young. He looks like a fucking pit bull looking ass, fucking aging ass dick. Hey, Mick said, how are you, babe?
Good afternoon.
Give me this.
So like that, apparently Nora is getting let out of prison, so we need to. I think
She's in jail, you stupid ass. She's not in prison, you stupid ass.
the same thing, whatever.
Oh,
Like that, apparently she's gonna call in and like talk to us.
Okay, with her one phone call, that's so cool.
She's asking for Diego.
Diego. Good job, Diego.
As Diego, like I've been friends with Diego, but I didn't want to bring it up to him.
I will never forget. I'm so happy I have this one. Where is it? Documents. I have it in my hard drive now. So I was scared I will lose it.
Why don't you change your room?
Yeah. I didn't.
Silence, please.
Silence, please.
Obviously, that was Alan.
Hold on, let me get my iPad real quick and then let me show you the thing.
Can you stop with the balls?
Yeah, I'm sure the next one will totally lead to a light.
Wait, hold on, Ryan, I thought you liked this.
I like balls.
David, why don't you fucking cut your hair? You fucking bald head, fucking turd.
Alan,
Holy
shit.
shit.
Brian needs a different vibration, Alan. That one was.
Silence, please.
Silence, please.
Silence, please.
So, David, what were you and Diego doing, the day before that Nora had her emotional breakdown?
They're probably jerking off to each other.
I'm 100% sure about that.
On advice of counsel, we will.
We were just like,
Right.
Exen is my attorney. You can ask Exen.
You can't afford that Jew.
I would.
Kidding?
I don't know.
I'm
How much
totally
do you
on
want
the
per hour?
Nora thing. I'm totally pro bono. I just want to know all the hot goss.
Oh, now you want to know the gossip? What the hell?
Well, listen, if I learn it under confidentiality, then none of you get to know it.
Listen.
Jewish Williams.
Yeah, poor Wendy Williams banging on the windows, trapped in a prison of luxury. Edith, can you do a Wendy Williams impersonation?
I mean, there's a good chance she could sue the building owner.
So, Exen, how much do you trust per hour?
I don't usually bill hourly.
He just said he was pro bono.
That's what he.
So gun to the head, if I hired you right now, what would you charge me?
No.
It would depend on the job, whether or not I can handle it.
Like 200 an hour?
For like what? Like I have a job.
For reading your contracts. If you're going to do a contract.
Oh my gosh.
If you want to draft a contract for me,
No, read your contracts.
David, did you just start drinking? Did you just start drinking, David?
How much per hour would you charge?
Well, you're a friend. I'd give you a fine rate.
250? Like 300?
Sure, fine. You can do 250.
My God, David, you're trying.
I'll give you 100.
Stick with that. I assure you, there are court filings where I'm charged for 5 minutes an hour.
He's an molester. He's a molester, Mr. Molester.
Okay, just remember, it is not true if you do not will it. It will never come true. What's the saying from the baseball movie? If you will it, it will come true. Or what is the saying? It is no dream. What's the Herzl quote?
No.
If you will it, it is no dream.
If you build it, he will come.
Oh, if you build it, he will come. But if you will it, it is, what is it? What's the Herzl quotes? What's the Herzl? If you will it, it is not a dream. Or from Big Lebowski.
Eric is here.
If you will it, it is no dream. Okay. So the point of that, bringing that up is, the title of the room is, we're building our field of dreams. And Nora is coming out of that jail. And Diego's getting that first text message and that first call from his clubhouse lover. And his wife is like, Spasiba! Put the phone away! We have no baby here! Stop talking to Nora on your stupid phone!
Right now, his wife probably sounds like
Hold on. I want to show you the part where Nora goes crazy.
she didn't seem that crazy in the video I saw.
Completely.
No, it's not a video. You said, oh, there she is there. me see when she comes in. Accept in the building.
I mean, if we paid for her meal, she better talk to us first.
Just shut up for a second.
Wrongdoing, but apparently this guy.
I've been listening to what you're saying on YouTube, and I want to tell you that, like,
Hold on. If you're listening to what he's saying on YouTube, how is it possible that you are not? How is it possible that if you were listening, she'll come at you. If you, I just gotta ask. Why do you say that Nora's a 40-year-old fat bitch? Like, she sounds.
Why are you questioning me?
I'm not 40. But listen, you are over 40.
Actually, she's older than 40. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
She didn't deny it. She said, okay, Abby. All right? She didn't deny it. She says you're a woman.
I'm literally not 40 or over 40. But
well, that turned out to be false because we found out she's 43.
Listen, I heard about
Whoa. Alan, you're so not nice.
That's where I said it. Shut the fuck up.
She sounds as crazy as
Oh my god, look, it's a nigger. Get out of here, nigger. Hey, Connie.
Hey, testing.
Get the fuck out of here, nigger. Be nice to him. Get the fuck nigger out of here.
So when you
Oh, my finger slipped.
Let me go further. Where she comes back in the room.
Everyone, Nora's back.
Hold on, let me go. You're not 42. That's so
Breaking news. Nora Bandura is free from jail and back on Clown House. Spread the gossip.
Oops.
So, he's a liar.
Where is Nora coming back?
I think you're lying. What we need to do now is... Alright, so I got a clip of Mike Moon.
She's coming back around this time. Oh, she's back.
what you response is that what's gonna stick? Yes, hi, my baby.
Oh shit, it's too long.
How's your codependency going?
I sent the FBI agent that you were saying about the little boys and how you had them in your house. I really felt like it was necessary that I report it. So
Go ahead, report it. This whole room is being sent to the FBI, so say whatever fucking gossip you want to say.
yeah, I know.
Actually,
I'm on
you should send it to the FBI, right?
I hope they investigate that pretty
Go
good.
ahead, say it again. Say it out loud so I can sue you for defamation.
Yeah, we're both
Go, con face, go. Say it loud. Say it proud. Fucking whore. Go ahead.
Yes.
Let's hear
That
you stupid.
we know that you went to Israel. We know you went to Israel to escape your pedophilia charges, and that you currently are taking underage boys and girls.
Do not interrupt this fat fucking stupid. Go ahead, fat ass. Keep going. Say whatever you gotta say.
Who is he saying is taking underage boys and girls?
Huh?
Who is he
Now we know why.
Edmonds.
Now we know why she goes.
David, shut the hell up. Are you
About Edmonds.
retarded?
Edmonds has underage boys in their basement.
Yeah, she's talking to me, and I'm sitting there recording her and shit talking her.
Yeah. So it's almost done.
Drinking. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. Why are you drinking so early?
Go ahead, finish it up. We're gonna give you a fresh 5. Go ahead, fat ass.
I said it. It's we know. And I've also gotten my lawyer to send you the paperwork for the definition.
What lawyer, you fucking broke bitch?
He's learning that.
Great. I can't wait to get into that.
Also, Abby is like school as well. Her school has been contacted as well.
Which school am I in?
Whatever happened to your principal?
They don't even speak English in my school. So good luck speaking German.
It's like Abby, this crazy lady called us.
About that.
It's like having no life. You didn't even go to the gym. You're 50 hours a week.
Edmund, I was married and my husband passed away. I got married in my 20s.
That was a lie. We all know that she was never married.
Yeah.
Abby is
It's almost done, by the way.
mid-40s and
Oh, I'm a Miss 40 now. Okay. At least people have seen my ID card.
I'm 31. She's in her mid-40s and a virgin because she has phone sex with Jews in Israel. Nobody.
Yeah, who is that?
I like you guys, come on, Abby supports Israel. Leave her alone.
Diogenes. She saw you instead of Diogenes. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my gosh, she's really stupid.
Are you crazy and are you stupid?
It's so funny. It's so funny. It is funny.
It is so funny now that you're in prison. Yeah, I agree.
She's in jail.
She came to America.
I thought she was getting let out.
She's a very, very bad person. But anyways, Edmund, I asked. What is bad about that?
You are?
No. That's just like your karma in life. You know what I mean? That you're just a bad person.
Keep projecting, fat ass.
Yeah. Abby, so you're the one having phone sex with Israelis? Oh my God, how? I can't believe. We know about Effa. We know about your previous Israeli boyfriend. Effa and I never loved each other. It's so funny. I feel bad.
First of all, Appa doesn't even live in Israel.
Okay, Abby, we don't care.
Being a virgin.
No, she left.
That honestly made my fucking day. Let me tell you, I fucking love listening to myself make fun of her. That was awesome.
You're welcome. I can now I have the recording at least.
Wait, how come you called her fat? Did you know she was fat before?
Anybody who's like a fat ass catfish, I just call them a fat ass by default now. If you don't actually have a real photo, updated photo or something, you're fucking fat and you're a catfish.
I'm okay with that.
Why Diego fucked her then?
Well, Diego.
Allegedly, we don't know.
Shut the fuck up, David. You're fucking bald and you're a fucking faggot. We know that for a fact. And you go fucking lick on Eric Techno Molester's balls, you fucking kike lover. Bitch, you're also gonna go fucking elevator and fucking beat the shit out of you like Nora did, bitch.
Joe B, where did you get this energy from, Joe B?
I like this title.
It's me, Joe B. It's me, Joe B.
Damn, Joe B. What happened? Is everything okay?
I'm an alcoholic now. It doesn't make Joe B.
Cocaine by any chance?
Yes, I get some from my little grandson Ryan.
Who made this title and left? I think it was Rita, no?
Who's Burns?
No, I did.
Love Burns.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Who modded David?
You did,
Ryan,
probably.
obviously.
Fucking Ryan. Big fucking fag.
I didn't mod him.
Okay, everybody, welcome back.
It was obviously Edith.
Wait, Abby, didn't we do like...
Edith, you stupid ass. Shut the fuck up.
Edith doesn't care what happens, so that's
What are you saying?
the only
Didn't we do a Diego and Nora, like, marriage?
Yeah, I have that one also. I have to say my artist. I need to...
Help me get a stroke, you fucking
That was like the song and
That was my favorite.
and shampoo, yeah.
Go kill yourself right now.
I'll play that later. When I have
We're almost there.
I need
Go
to
do it
stop.
right now.
I feel like if I just sleep long enough, I'll just die anyway.
Once you go eat your fucking cat shit like your dog does.
Oh, don't say that. That is so disgusting. Oh no. Hi, Mrs. Christmas. How are you?
Hey, how you all doing?
Hey, we're good. What's new with you, April?
April, how do you feel about people who don't feed their animals, but the animals have to eat each other's fucking feces, like Ryan's animals? They eat fucking each other's feces.
LOL.
I just heard the whole thing about Nora. I was glued to.
Is this April from Oregon?
Yes.
This is Lucy, bitch.
Who else sounds like Drew Barrymore?
Hey, April.
Hey, girl. I miss you, Busty.
Well, add me back, you fucking blind bitch.
Come on, Busty.
She's blind. I'm the
Oh my god, this is the blind April. You didn't see me here. What's up?
Hey, who is that?
This is Claude. She can't see.
Hey, how are you?
Hey.
Add me back, April. I know you can't see your fucking screen, but add me.
Wait, what's your name?
It's Eden.
Okay, hold on.
Don't add Ryan. He has AIDS.
I'll add Ryan with AIDS. Hold on.
We're already friends.
The emails.
Shut the fuck up, Ryan.
The other people who agree with you on this particular issue, it doesn't move me.
It doesn't
you know,
move me.
Feminists agree with Republicans and right wingers on a very specific issue, and that is in the biological reality of sex, right? And the fact that sex and gender are not two.
They kicked me. They kicked me.
I don't know. Just not to be snapped.
It's okay. If I get snipped, then good. Hey.
Okay.
I'm horny. I'm tired.
Oh,
Ryan. Ryan has AIDS. Don't talk to him.
Ryan.
That's why I'm tired. Good. Why don't you kill yourself?
I'm already dying.
Well, get a gun. Go Sasso.
Okay, everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of Low IQ Dumb People Wasting Time Talking About Nothing. Emphasis on the low IQ part.
So you heard about Nora, April?
I just came in and heard the recording that audio that Edmund had made.
Oh, you should hear the other one.
No, what is it? Did you get it?
Maybe I have that one still. Let me see.
Play it for April.
Oh, no, this is old.
Was she in prison or jail and now she's out?
I heard she's sucking dick to get cigarettes.